Hello dear aspirants and welcome to EduTap. So guys, if you're a serious aspirant for RBI Grade B exam for the year 2026, this video is for you. Now guys, in this video, we are going to explore how to prepare for RBI Grade B exam for this year. Now, what could be the expectation? What should be the target score? What should be your strategy? What is the syllabus? And what should be your study plan for this year? All that is going to be discussed in this video. So don't forget to watch it till the end and don't forget to like the video. If you're here for the first time, do subscribe to the channel as well. So guys, before I start and go on further, I would like to inform you that we have a specially curated guidebook for RBI Grade B exam. Now, if you aspire to be an RBI Grade B manager, this course book covers PYQs, syllabus, strategy, and everything that you need to know about your RBI Grade B exam. Everything that is important to you, your important strategy skills, your tips for your preparation, what is the decoded syllabus of this exam, which section should be focused upon, what should be your preparation strategy, everything is given in this course book. And this guidebook, the link for this guidebook is given in the description of the video. This is absolutely free of cost, so go download this book and get benefited from it. Now this includes PYQs since 2019 and it is going to be a game changer for your preparation. And the best thing is it's for zero cost. So just go go to the description of the video and you'll find the link for this course book and download it and use it for your preparation. Now let's begin with that, with the video itself, guys. So there are basically 4 core points of discussion in this video. We will revolve around it, but the 4 core points that we are going to talk about are: number one, what is the syllabus for RBI Grade B Phase 1 exam? Like for English language, what are the particular topics that you need to cover? What are the areas that you need to focus upon? So first we'll discuss the syllabus. Then what should be your target score that you should keep in mind while you're preparing for RBI Grade B exam for English language? Now English language is considered an easy exam in phase 1. So we'll talk about the target score considering the PYQ analysis of the last 6 years. Now guys, then we'll talk about what should be a proper strategy and study plan for English in RBI Grade B Phase 1 exam. And then at the end of this lecture, I'll also share with you what are the best sources to prepare English for RBI Grade B Phase 1 exam. तो guys, अगर आप RBI की तैयारी कर रहे हैं इस साल, तो this video is going to prove very very beneficial for you. अपनी प्रिपरेशन को स्ट्रीमलाइन करना, एक टाइम फ्रेम के हिसाब से हर चीज़ प्रिपेयर करना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है इस एग्ज़ाम के लिए. एंड आई फील दिस इज़ द राइट टाइम यू स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर दिस एग्ज़ाम. गाइज, होता क्या है, बच्चे, मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स, जब नोटिफिकेशन बिल्कुल सिर पे आ जाती है, नोटिफिकेशन एक्चुअली आ चुकी होती है, जब डेट्स आ जाती है ना एग्जाम की, तब वो प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं एंड दे डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दैट इट इज़ ऑलरेडी टू लेट. वो मे बी फेज़ 1 निकाल लेंगे, मे बी बिकॉज उन्होंने कोई और एग्जाम की तैयारी की हो, लेकिन फेज़ 2 की तैयारी और पूरे कंपोनेंट को प्रिपेयर करना इन वन गो, इट्स नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल. सो बेसिकली वी नीड टू स्टार्ट इन टाइम for our both the phases of the exam, and we need to work simultaneously, parallelly with both the sections, I mean both the phases of the exam. So today we are going to discuss how can we tackle phase 1 of your RBI Grade B exam for English language. So first let's start with the syllabus of the exam. Now guys, I'll come to the detailed syllabus, but first of all you need to understand English is not just a subject for in this exam. Guys, English is a language. इंग्लिश एक भाषा है. आप कोई भी सब्जेक्ट पढ़ोगे ना, कोई भी एग्जाम के लिए, चाहे वो फाइनेंस है, मैनेजमेंट है, इकोनॉमिक एंड सोशल इश्यूज है, करंट अफेयर्स है, जनरल अवेयरनेस है, कोई भी सब्जेक्ट आप पढ़ोगे, कौन सी लैंग्वेज में पढ़ने वाले हो गाइस? आई थिंक यू नो द आंसर, इट्स गोइंग टू बी इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. तो अगर आपकी इंग्लिश पे अच्छी कमांड नहीं है, तो डू यू एक्सपेक्ट कि आप ये सारे टॉपिक्स अच्छे से समझ पाओगे, उनको बड़े क्लियरली और बड़े ईजीली उनको कवर कर पाओगे? नहीं. तो इसलिए इंग्लिश इज बेसिकली प्री रेक्विजिट टू योर प्रिपरेशन. आपकी इंग्लिश अच्छी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और इंग्लिश अच्छी होने के लिए कौन से 3 कंपोनेंट्स है जिसमें आपको काम करना ज़रूरी होता है? वो है गाइज आपके: नंबर 1 ग्रामर, नंबर 2 vocabulary, and नंबर 3 comprehension ability. Now guys, ग्रामर क्यों ज़रूरी है? बिकॉज यू नीड टू हैव दैट कॉन्सेप्ट क्लैरिटी कि जब आप कोई भी क्वेश्चन सेंटेंस पढ़ते हो या क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हो, यू नीड टू बी क्लियर एंड श्योर एंड कॉन्फिडेंट वट एवर आई एम रीडिंग और राइटिंग इज ग्रामेटिकली एप्ट. तो आपको फेज 2 में भी इसकी जरूरत पड़ने वाली है आपकी डिस्क्रिप्टिव इंग्लिश में, और फेज 1 पे तो आपको एरर डिटेक्शन के क्वेश्चन आते ही हैं एग्जाम के अंदर। सो नो डाउट ग्रामर इज एन इट्स अ कोर कंपोनेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज। उसके बाद सेकंड कंपोनेंट इज योर वोकेबुलरी। ये बहुत चैलेंजिंग लगता है गाइस स्टूडेंट्स को, रीजन बीइंग ये बहुत वास्ट है। बट गाइज अब समझो, इन द आरबीआई एग्जाम दे डू नॉट आस्क यू स्टैंड अलोन क्वेश्चंस ऑन वोकेबुलरी। वो आपसे अकेले वोकेबुलरी पे क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते, ऐसा नहीं करते एक वर्ड दे दिया और उसका मीनिंग उसके चार ऑप्शन पांच ऑप्शन दे दिया और फिर पूछा कि बताओ इनमें से कौन इनका सिनोनिम है। नहीं, वो आपको रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन के अंदर बोल्ड करके देते हैं, राइट, और फिर पूछते हैं कि इस सेंटेंस के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में इसका क्या सिनोनिम बन सकता है। तो वो होता है, उसमें आपको किस चीज़ की जरूरत होती है गाइस? कॉन्टेक्स्ट एंड रिकलेक्शन। व्हाट डू आई मीन बाय कॉन्टेक्स्ट? व्हाइल यू आर रीडिंग द passage, are you able to get the context of the sentence that the word holds? And after that, are you able to recollect the words or the meaning of the words that are given to you in the options? और ये with practice ही होगा guys, इसकी कोई shortcut नहीं है। तो you need to start with the reading habit as of today, like yesterday actually। तो जितना जल्दी आप अपनी रीडिंग हैबिट स्टार्ट करोगे, मैं हमेशा से बोलता हूँ गाइस डेली कुछ पढ़ा करो अपने एग्जाम के लिए, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अ गेम चेंजर फॉर यू। सो start with your start with your reading habit, and I'm sure you will feel very confident with your vocabulary। और सिर्फ रीडिंग हैबिट का मतलब ये नहीं कि पढ़ के उसको छोड़ दिया। डिक्शनरी डाउनलोड करो, उसके अंदर जो आपको नए वर्ड्स मिलते हैं कॉम्प्रिहेंशन में या पैसेज में या आर्टिकल में या एडिटोरियल में, उनका मीनिंग सर्च करो, और उन वर्ड्स को जो आपने मीनिंग ढूंढा है उनको सेव करो, अपने पीसी में एक फाइल बना लो या लैपटॉप में एक फोल्डर बना लो, और उसके अंदर जो भी नया वर्ड आपके सामने आए उसको विद इट्स मीनिंग, ठीक है, उसको सेव करो, ताकि आप हर संडे टू संडे जो आपने नए वर्ड सीखे हैं इस वीक उनको रिवाइज कर पाओ। इसी को रिकलेक्शन बोलते हैं। तो कॉन्टेक्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द वर्ड्स एंड देन रिकलेक्शन ऑफ देयर मीनिंग्स, ये हैं जो आपको वोकेबुलरी बिल्डअप करने में बहुत हेल्प करेगा। And the third component that we are going to face, which is the biggest chunk of the paper, at least in phase 1, is comprehension ability. Now you will be given comprehension passages, fill in the blanks, rearrangement sentences, parajumbles, and you will be asked to you'll be tested upon your ability to analyze something and comprehend it in an efficient manner. So your analytical skills and your efficiency to comprehend something in one go, that is going to be very very important. And if you start with the reading habit, your comprehension ability will improve side by side. So guys, you can improve these two verticals just with the help of a regular reading habit. तो गाइज अगर आपको लग रहा है कि ये न्यूज़पेपर्स ये किसी और के लिए प्रिंट किए जाते हैं, देन यू आर डिल्यूजनड गाइज, यू आर डिल्यूजनल दैट वे, बिकॉज आपको समझ आना है कि न्यूज़पेपर आपके लिए हैं, आपको अवेयर करने के लिए हैं, आपकी रीडिंग हैबिट इंप्रूव करने के लिए हैं। जो रिटायर हो चुका है उसको न्यूज़पेपर की क्या करना है, उसका कोई रोल ही नहीं है उसमें, वो तो बस अपने एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए पढ़ रहा है, अपनी मे बी अपडेशन के लिए पढ़ रहा होगा, राइट, टू स्टे अपडेट विद द टाइम। बट अगर आप नहीं पढ़ रहे हो ना, देन यू आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग अराउंड यू, what is going on, and you'll not be able to tackle in the exam कि जो आपको वहाँ पे क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे, you will not be able to live up to the expectations that you put forward. So always have a regular reading habit, even if your exam is around the corner, or even if if you just started preparing. Reading habit will improve your command over the language, and with the help of the concepts that that you build up in your grammar part, all things will put together, come into play, and that will build up your command over the language. So guys, start with the reading habit and start with your grammar today, so that you can improve this language soon and you are able to command and control the language that you use for almost all the subjects that you prepare for. So this is the basic understanding, basic requirement of this paper. Now guys, what is the syllabus? Now let's talk about the detailed syllabus for this exam. Now guys, there are basically 24-25 chapters that you have to cover. Now first we start with the grammar part. Now grammar is the foundation of your English language. Now you start with grammar part first, followed by comprehension ability, which includes close test, rearrangement, and reading comprehension, and then you build up your vocabulary, you practice your vocabulary basically. So these are the three components that we will be covering in this exam. So starting from grammar, parts of speech, structure of sentences, these are two basic topics to start with your language. Then subject verb agreement, very important topic for your exam. Nouns, pronouns, tenses, modals, conditional sentences, verbs, adjectives, determiners, adverbs and intensifiers, preposition, conjunction, articles, close test, all these components, all these chapters for grammar are utmost important for your to build up the foundation of your language. Then when you carry on with your with your rearrangement, close test, reading comprehension, that will build up your analytical skills. And beyond all that, you have to cover complex prepositions, synonyms, antonyms, one word substitution, although they are not asked in the exam, but they help you to build up your vocabulary. Idioms and phrases are asked in the exam, phrasal verbs are asked in the exam, and synonym antonyms are very frequently asked. They are always asked in the exam. So guys, these are the 24 topics that you have to basically cover to complete or to cover the syllabus. But this is just the syllabus. If you feel that only by covering these 24 chapters you'll be ready for the exam, it's not true. After covering the syllabus, then you need a lot of practice. You need rigorous practice. You need to make mistakes, you need to improve upon them, and then finally you will come you will come at a stage when you will feel confident with your language. Now guys, some of you might be thinking, sir, in what sequence shall I be studying these deliverables in English language? Now guys, we have curated the sequence very thoughtfully, so you should follow the same sequence as it is given in your course. Now guys, some students ask me, sir, English, I feel I'm very confident in English, I feel my English is up to the mark, so can I skip some videos in English language? Guys, now it depends upon your study plan and your aptitude. Now if you start very late, you might skip a few odd chapters here and there, which we have mentioned in your study plan in your courses. But if you're starting early, I think if you're doing it for the first time, I think you should cover each and every chapter to give you the the holistic command, the confidence that you need, that okay, I've covered everything, there is nothing left out, and I'm sure I'll be able to tackle this. So that should be your priority. And guys, third question is, can I skip the quizzes and skip concept video? Sorry, can I attempt the quizzes and skip concept videos? Now this is useful for those aspirants who have already prepared for any competitive exam before this. Now if you feel that okay, I already prepared for this exam last year, or I prepared for banking exam, some other exam, right, and I'm very good at English, or I'm confident in English, then what you can do is you can take the reverse approach. You can do reverse engineering. Now what you can do is take your quiz for the chapter. If you score more than 85%, I think you are good. You can move ahead to the next chapter. But if you score below that, or if you don't score enough, I think then you should watch that chapter again and maybe quickly brush up on your concepts. So in grammar, you need to build up your concepts. And with your reading habit, you will be able to improve your vocabulary and comprehension. So these three things put together will improve your command over the language. Now, what is the weightage for English language in this exam? Now guys, I'm not talking about phase 2. Phase 2 has a designated 100 marks paper for descriptive English. I hope you all know that. But let's talk about phase 1. Now in phase 1, now the total questions that will be asked on English language are 30, and for every question the weightage is 1 mark, and the timing, sectional timing, is 25 minutes. So you'll be given 25 minutes for 30 questions, and every question holds 1 mark. Now guys, sir, you must be thinking, sir, what is the difficulty level of the questions? What is the difficulty level of the paper? Now guys, we have provided you the PYQs, all the PYQs for the last 7 years on our channel, in our courses. So you can go check them out and see what difficulty level is expected in the exam. But guys, honestly speaking, English is by far the most scoring paper of this phase 1 exam. You know why? Because the cutoff for quants and reasoning are really high, and high as in compared to the question difficulty level of the questions. Now the questions in quants and reasoning are really tough, and it becomes very challenging to score really high in those topics. But look at the cutoffs for English language for the last 7 years, guys. So I'll break it down to you and I'll tell you what should be your target score now. Now guys, in 2018 the cutoff for English language was 6.75 out of 30, just mere 6.75. In 2019 it was 7.5. In the year 2021, this was the COVID year, so only one exam was conducted in the 2 years. The cutoff slumped to 6 marks. In 2022 it was only 4.5 marks out of 30. In 2023 again it was only 4.5 marks out of 30. Now in 2024 it shot up to 7.5 marks. Now which is basically 25% of the cutoff, 25% out of 30 marks. And then in the year 2025 the cutoff rose to 9 marks, which is basically 30% of your total overall score. So 9 marks is the cutoff. This is only the cutoff, guys. This is the bare minimum that you have to score to clear your exam. Now guys, can you expect the cutoff to go lower next year? Hopefully not, because the difficulty level of the exam is going to go up as we or it is going to stay at least the same, at least 7.5 or 9 marks. It is not going to go below that, below 7.5 in the future. So your minimum target is 9 marks, but let's see what should be your target score here, guys. Now guys, as we have analyzed this paper for the last so many years, and students tell us that English is English is the most doable section or the most scoring section in phase 1 exam. They are easily able to score, average attempt is 18 to 19 questions. So your average score, your average target score should be at least 16, between 16 to 18 marks. And why am I saying this? Because you also have to clear the overall cutoff for this exam. So English becomes a game changer in achieving that overall marks, overall score. So if you score decent in quants, reasoning and other subjects, and if you score good marks in English, you will be able to meet your overall cutoff as well. So English plays a crucial role in your selection, guys, and I hope you understand. You cannot take it for granted. Right. Now guys, what should be your strategy to prepare for English language for the RBI Grade B Phase 1 exam in the year 2026? Now guys, first of all, cover all the concepts that are provided to you in your courses. Every concept is important. You can't learn a language midway or half, as you feel, okay sir, if we only choose selective topics, will we be able to manage? See guys, you don't have to manage, you have to excel here. RBI is not just any exam that you can appear for. RBI is one of the most reputed exam in the country. RBI is the apex body in the country. It's the regulatory authority, right, for all the banks. It's the bank of the banks basically. So you can't just expect to clear this exam just by covering half of the syllabus or on some of the topics. So each and every concept is important, and cover every concept in a very detailed manner. Try to be inquisitive and learn more about the language. Then study in the given sequence. What given sequence am I talking about? Now guys, if you ask that what should be a strategy, start with grammar, and these are the important topics, guys. You must not forget subject verb agreement, tenses, conditional sentences, preposition and complex preposition, and conjunction and advanced verbs. Super important topics for your exam. Then these are the chapters for your vocabulary, synonym, antonyms and phrasal verbs. And last but not the least, reading comprehension, cloze test, rearrangement. They basically make more than 50% of your paper. In reading comprehension, you'll have 7 to 8 questions. Cloze test, you'll have 5 to 6 questions. And then rearrangement, you'll at least have 3 to 4 questions, at least. So 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 4 is 17. So 17 questions out of 30. 17 out of 30 is, I think, 60%, around that. So if 60% of the paper is basically based on these 3 topics, these should be your priority, right? And for that, what you need to do is read editorials every day. Every day, make sure that you read couple of editorials, figure out the meanings of new words that you come across, use a dictionary, and then you will see improvement in your command over the language. And once you're done, once you're done with your grammar part, practice at least 50 questions, mix questions and specific questions from every topic in the grammar part, at least 50 questions every day. And then last but not the least, practice reading comprehension and cloze test regularly. Even if you are done with your syllabus, make sure you stay in touch with these questions, otherwise you'll forget how to solve them and they'll feel difficult in the exam. So you can't just, English is not a subject. You can't just complete the syllabus and keep it aside. You'll always be required to stay in touch with the language as you use it for almost every component of your exam. So that should be a broad strategy. Now, how to cover the content, guys? Remember all the theories that are given to you in your courses, guys. I've taught I will not make you cram rules in grammar. I'll always focus on theories that are important. You need to stress on the key concepts of your language. So make sure you stress on the key concepts of your language, right? Understand what are the important basic formation rules. Then focus on lesser known rules. They are very frequently asked in the exam. There are certain rules which are not, which people are not aware of. They are very peculiar rules. So make sure you focus on them because they are targetable for the exam. Mock questions practice is very, very important, guys. And how do you go about doing all that? Start with your PYQs. Go analyze your PYQs, solve some previous year papers, and then figure out what is right and what is wrong with your, where do you improve upon your preparation and what further can be done in your, added into your preparation. Or in simple words, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, right? So go analyze that and then start your preparation. Now, guys, what should be a strategy to avoid negative marking in the exam? Now, guys, you need to understand section-wise strategy. Now, guys, in grammar, you will be asked questions on error spotting and sentence improvement. So the golden rule is attempt only when you can identify the grammar rule violated. So when you see there is a grammar rule violated, only attempt the question. Then, otherwise, don't just attempt the question for the sake of attempting it because there is negative marking in this exam. No, don't go by instinct. RBI frames sentences that sound right but are grammatically wrong. Please remember this, guys. You'll feel that the sentence is correct, but there might be some mistake in it. You might not know about it. So what is a safe approach? Quickly scan for subject verb agreement first. Does the verb agree with the subject? Look at the tense. Is there any discrepancy in the tense? Any preposition, articles, modifiers? Is there parallelism in the sentence or any conjunctions? If you can't find a clear grammatical reason, then probably you should skip it. Don't risk having negative marking there. But this confidence will come to you once you are done practicing all the concepts of your grammar. Now, second is, guys, single filler, double fillers, or close test. Now, look at the tone and the meaning of the sentence. Look at the context and the underlying tone. Is the sentence referring to something positive or negative? Now, eliminate options that don't fit grammatically or contextually. जो grammatically fit नहीं कर रहे और जो logically fit नहीं कर रहे उनको eliminate कर दो. Now, what are the trap you'll see in RBI? Many options look grammatically fine, but they don't fit contextually. Now, if more than two options seem equally correct, probably you can skip it. But if you have a regular reading habit, you'll not have this issue. You'll not face this problem. And then in your reading comprehension, now RBI RCs are fact and inference heavy. So you'll be asked questions based on facts and inferences as well. So avoid assumptions beyond the passage. Do not assume anything. Only base your answer on the premises of the passage. Now solve fact-based questions first, which are direct questions. And for inference questions, eliminate options with extreme words like always, never, only, forever, right? Such options are eliminated. And then don't spend more than 2 to 3 minutes per RC. If you're stuck between two close options, leave it. Okay, so you don't have to spend too much time. If you just read it in 3 to 4 minutes and you spend 3 to 4 minutes again in solving the question, that should be enough time for your reading comprehension. So that should be a strategy to avoid negative marking in the exam. Now, guys, now I'm going to give you a timetable for the next 9 weeks. So in the next 2.5 months, this is March, we expect the notification just around, somewhat around to be in the mid of the year, right? Somewhat in the middle of the year, around June, July this year. So April, May, June. So you somewhat have 2.5 to 3 months for your preparation, and you can't just finish your preparation on the notification day, right? You should be done before it, and you should be well practiced. So I'm giving you a plan for the next 9 weeks. So starting from week 1, that is today, start with your grammar. Start with the topic of parts of speech. Then in the next 2 days, cover your structure of sentences and subject verb agreement. And then by the end of this week, cover nouns. Right, that should be a strategy for week 1. Now in week 2, then will progress towards some tougher topics like pronoun, tenses, conditional sentences. So we have to cover 3 topics in every week. So by every second or third day, you should be done with one topic. Then week 3, we are going to go a step further. Advanced verbs, preposition and complex preposition, they are very vast. You have to cover a lot of them. So we'll be increasing our intensity as we move up in our ladder, right? Then this is week 3. Come to week 4. Week 4, we start with adjectives, determiners, adverbs. We should be done with adverbs along with intensifiers as well. You can include this in week 4 itself, because adverbs and intensifiers are correlated to each other. So these 4 topics should be done in week 4. Then in week 5, cover your conjunction based questions and articles. So by week 5, between week 4 and week 5, that means by almost around after 1 month you should be done with your grammar. Then after 1 month, and side by side, you remember you are continuing your reading habit. Then after 1 month you start with your broader topics like close test in week 6. So start with close test, practice them rigorously, rearrangement, reading comprehension, understand the tips and tricks for solving such questions, and be well versed with such questions. And then you come to the revision and the practice part. Week 7 onwards you should be focusing on your revision. So revision, sectional tests, and again sectional, a couple of sectional tests in the week 7. Then week 8, start with your previous year questions from 2025, start solving them now, as a simulation of the exam. Take 25 minutes and let's see how many questions you can solve. Take full length test in week, at least one full length test, and then whatever analysis that you get, make sure that you analyze and improve upon that, and then you do your revision, improve upon what topics you need to focus. And then week 9 should be rigorous practice, more previous year questions, revision on topics where you go wrong, and then follow on with the full length test that you get. So if you cover all the sectional tests and at least 5 full length tests by the end of June, I can vouch for it that you will be absolutely ready for your phase 1 exam. But having said that, you also need to continue your reading habit on a regular basis. Without that, you'll only be covering syllabus and focusing on questions. You'll not be able to target the organic component of the paper. So do read up editorials every day. So this is your timetable for the next 9 weeks, give or take, and maybe you can modify it, but try to stick to it. Start with your grammar, continue with your reading, and then wrap up with your comprehension and revision. So this is your foolproof plan for your RBI Phase 1 exam for English language. Now, coming to the last section, last part of this video, what are the sources that you can use for your preparation? Now guys, to improve your reading habits, develop a habit of reading newspapers like the Hindu or the Economic Times. Not or and, actually you should read both. So choose your editorials wisely. Choose topics which are of national and international relevance or importance, which are inclined towards economy, finance, growth, right, or any economic and social topic. Read editorials, business articles, and opinion pieces to enhance vocabulary and comprehension skills. So if you enhance your vocabulary and your comprehension skills, you will be able to articulate well, and you'll be able to comprehend well as well. Now strengthen your vocabulary. Second step is to strengthen your vocabulary. So maintain a vocabulary journal. As I told you, make a folder in your laptop or PC. So maintain a vocabulary journal to note down new words with their meanings and their usage, right? And then use these vocabulary apps and flashcards to practice regularly. There are so many Duolingo, and there are so many apps available to you. But once you just start using dictionary organically, you'll not need any app, any application or any other kind of hand holding after that. Third, brush up on your grammar. Side by side, review your basic grammar rules from books like Wren and Martin, or if you are a student of EduTap, then I don't think that you need to enroll to any book out there, right? Because books are, they're black and white. They'll not talk to you. They'll not speak to you, right? So you need someone to help you in this journey. So that is where we come in. We help you to understand, in a humane manner, that how to cover and how to build up your concepts. Practice grammar exercises daily, focusing on common error types like subject verb agreement, pronouns, tenses, and prepositions. These are some important topics for grammar. That is the third step. Fourth step is, guys, rigorous practice. Practice mock tests in previous year papers. Solve as many mock tests and PYQs as possible to get familiar with the exam pattern. Unless you simulate your PYQs and mock tests, you'll not be able to tackle it well. Analyze your performance to identify weak areas and focus on improving upon them. Very important part of your preparation. So SWOT analysis is very important. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the opportunities? What are the threats? So make sure you focus on that. And then what should be your time management? Now guys, in prelims you only have 25 minutes for English section. So practice managing your time efficiently. Prioritize accuracy to avoid negative marking, and aim to attempt easy question first. Short questions like fill in the blanks, double fillers, or maybe error detection, or idioms and phrases. And then once you are done with the shorter questions, then move towards the longer questions, which are comprehension passages, close test, rearrangement. So that should be a strategy for your preparation and for your exam. So guys, these were the sources that you can use. But before I wrap up, guys, I would also like to inform you about our courses. Now guys, we have special courses for RBI Grade B 2026, and you'll find the link in the description of the video. But there's a simpler way. Just go to your browser or Google and just type edutap.in. edutap.in, and just press enter and you'll land on our homepage. Now you'll see all our courses available to you. Now in the regulatory body exams, the first tab is RBI Grade B courses. You click on this and you'll be redirected to your RBI courses. Now guys, this is a phase 2 test series. This is a phase 1 plus phase 2 test series. This is only for students who have completed their preparation, who only need sorry for that, who only need rigorous practice. But if you're starting out, now guys, if you only want to prepare for phase 2, this is a silver course which only caters to phase 2 plus interview. But guys, this is your one-stop solution for all your needs, our gold course. Now this will prepare you for phase 1, phase 2 plus interview. Now what do you get in this? Although the details are given in the brochure, you can download it from here, but let me give you a brief overview. Live classes are given to you, right? Concept classes are given to you in recorded forms. Concept notes are there. Summary sheets for every subject, every topic is there. Mock tests are provided to you. Sectional test, practice questions, current affairs magazine, solved PYQs, chapter wise test, sectional test, current affairs mock test, and full length test. And along with all that, your interview guidance and preparation. So everything, along with, we solve your queries within 24 hours. So we are just one query away, one click away. So all your queries, if you need us for anything at all, we resolve your query with commitment within 24 hours. That's our commitment to you, and we live up to our promises. So guys, we are offering flat 74% on our courses, and the coupon code is India74. So we are offering 74% discount. This is a special occasion. So you can use this coupon code INDIA India74 and you can avail 74% discount on this course. So come join us, streamline your preparation, and make your journey constructive and fruitful for your friend. You can also look into other courses, guys, if you want to prepare for this. For 2026, you have these courses available to you. So guys, that was it for your for your strategy, sources, and how to prepare for your RBI Grade B Phase 1 exam for English language. Now if you still have any doubts, any queries, please feel free to get in touch with us on this number. This is our official number, 8146207241, or you can also drop us an email at hello@edutap.co.in. That's our official email ID. So guys, we wish you all the very best for your preparation and for your journey ahead. Keep on working hard, keep on giving your best, and I'm sure you will come out with flying colors. So all our well wishes are with you, and I'm sure that we will delve deeper, and we will come out as winners in this journey. So thank you so much once again, guys. Happy learning to all of you. Have a good day. Thank you so much.